Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, 56. Five. Check. Motion out of backfield. Hey, hold. Pass 85. Watch out. All 52. Check 30.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Touchdown, defense. Underfoot. Hey, check 24.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
That's all right.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Check. Go on. Check. Fresno. Chef. Hey, switch gears.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the set. 56. Check 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Leo, lift now.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 24. Now. Go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, 2. 56. Alert.
Allen. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alpha.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check safety. Check safety. Slam.
Rock it. Go.
Buzz. Be
Ready.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on, and they're going to go on 4th down here. On fourth down, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they'll try again on second down. They complete it to Hill. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We're scoreless after 1. Now Allen again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, exit. Check 56. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
now.
From the gun on third down. Herbert got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You ready?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You remember me? Let's go,
Big grip.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
60 or. Hey, wahoo!
the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Go.
To throw on second down. Herbert flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Allen off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Come on, set. 18 game.
56.
Right here.
Bam. Check 6 guys. Check 31. Check 31. Kill. Go. Kill. Turn up. Hey, look. Get it.
Now Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Herbert, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check 26, check 26. Right there.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Yeah, baby.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Hey, Steve 6. Alert. Watch the twitch. Watch the alert. Watch the safety creep. No. Me.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
We got this.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56.
Yep.
56.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 56.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check hot route. Hot.
5. Hey.
Mike's 56. Watch the slant.
5.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go. 56 the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Big rip. Big rip.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Campbell making the catch. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Sam off. 2.
And again, it's Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
Come on, D. Big dash, big dash. Go.
Allen now on first down. Oh, twisting away. And that'll be incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Switch. 56. Undercut.
And again, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Hey, come on, El.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert dancing to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue able to recover. record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Alert, alert, alert! Hey, Alpha! He's mine. Stay tight. Kill. Regular.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, lock it. Be grip.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw. Herbert. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
On third down, Herbert. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Leo! Slam!
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Rock it. Switch. Jim. Hey, orbit. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ed Oliver in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Why 7?
56. Mike's 56. You're not ready.
From the gun, Herbert, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Yeah. Fight.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
7 yards there and a first down.
70, Indy.
They run. Chubb down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf. 56. X3. 218, chopper. Slam. Hey, Delta. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It's going to be a long day. Big ass. Show it up. Like 56.
Hey, Echo.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. McCrane on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.